Hi students! This week in art class, we're going to be making a paper sculpture, also called a mobile. Now, I'm holding one up here for you to see, and you might notice something unique about this sculpture. It moves. That's what makes it a mobile. We're going to talk a little bit more about the artist Alexander Calder, and you are going to learn about his mobiles. You're going to see some of his work, and I'm going to show you now how you can use paper to create your own mobile. You can start making your mobile with a piece of paper or a paper plate, either one that you have. If you're using a paper like me, draw a large circle on your paper and cut it out. Also, the thicker your paper, the better. Then you're going to draw a large spiral on the paper circle, taking up all of the space. Then I want you to get some markers or crayons or colored pencils, whatever you have, and start adding color. You can fill yours with pattern. You can make designs on it any way that you choose. I really like using these assorted neon color markers and just filling up the space with a rainbow of colors. So notice how I'm taking my time adding color and changing from one color to the next as I go. Once you've finished coloring your spiral, you're going to take your scissors and you are going to cut on the spiral line that you drew. Now, please take your time and go slowly. This video is a time-lapse video, meaning that the speed has been altered so that you can see it happening faster than in real life. So please take your time with your scissors. Now take another piece of paper and draw yourself 4 or 5 geometric shapes. Again, don't worry about making them perfect, just have fun. And then add some color or patterns to those shapes. Be playful as you do it. Try out some different things. Try scribbling and making loopy lines. Try blending some colors if you like. And just be playful. It is so important that we all have time and space in our life to play. Let this be that for you. Now, take your scissors and cut out your shapes that you created and colored. And one thing I can tell you that helps me is when I'm cutting out something smaller, if I'm working with a big piece of paper, cutting it out into smaller sections and then cutting out each shape from there is awfully helpful. Now, if you have a hole punch, then you can use a hole punch to punch a hole in each of your shapes. Please ask an adult for help with this. Say, do we have a hole puncher? Or see if they will help you use the scissors to create a hole in the paper. Please ask an adult for help. You're going to want to get some yarn or some thread. It really does not matter what kind. I used some regular old green yarn that I found. Notice how I'm punching holes in my mobile in different spots. I'm tying my yarn to my shape and then attaching it to the mobile. Again, when you start cutting out those holes on the mobile or on the shapes, please ask an adult to see if you have a hole puncher. And if you don't, please ask them to help you create the holes in the paper. Make sure that you're doing it safely. You can also use tape. And instead of cutting a hole, you can attach it with a piece of tape. So you really don't have to cut at all. Make sure you're being safe with your scissors though, whatever you do. All right, now you can see how I'm attaching all of those shapes with a piece of yarn. And now I'm all finished. Have fun and share your art with me.